And welcome, please, to Aaron. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. We begin with something from 2003. This is, have you ever met anyone famous? One day I met the man who would one day be Prime Minister. He had large watered eyes like fairy animal. Hate I could accuse and condemn him as unbearable. He rolled over on his belly and urged me to tickle. When my hands refused to touch, Prime Minister hissed, growled and giggled. Then his flesh turned to khaki-coloured rough stone, largely as I had predicted. Then on his toes and hands crawled with haste along a crowded path, screaming. A moment later, a keeper with a classified tranquilizer gun gave hot pursuit past me, followed by two children who cared nothing for politics, but just wanted to see something get shot. One day I met the man who would one day be Premier. My wretched luck, it was before my shooting lessons here. And this is one from 2017. This is how to cook beans. Cook high. They may have distant memories, while the victims were stunned from the fall and the crush. In that split second, their fate is yours to adjust. Allow gas almost full, so the saucepan accomplishes illusion that before nothing at all, except the boiling heat. Too high, it's noticeable, more effective than slow increments. Born before aware there once were fields, embryonic pressures, the noises of production, sealed in airless darkness then driven, thrown in over-soaked back and forth, production, lorry, stock replenishment, in a bag that ran for the bus. You have to strike fire before they remember all that. During testing, if one escapes, onto fork put on empty plate, let it be the equivalent bean to a returning astronaut great. Leave two unlucky fuse to pan, put underwater so they drown. Tip down plug or higher category, prison of silver high untouchable peaks. To receive death sentence of being crushed by the cooling yet still burning hot. Pressed against damp prison silver floor, weight compressed out from skin against pan. Life consents, it's there for eating, but they improve of flavour if boiled when unaware. Every night I hear them, what they actually say. They ignore collective memory and instead relentless, screaming, eat me, eat us all, consume me. Then I glance to my pie, on my fork pulled out from side. I stare at the compulsive debate, kinder to hunt each wild, bring mobile abattoirs. A holocaust that is happening at every second, once considering the size and prevalence of the world which cries softly for its children. And it gets even lighter with 2007. This is exposure in one word. It must be joke. After everything covered, expensive suit humans broadcast saying it's not true. After history exposed, before reasoning, those links active, still to now's date. Believe television, see, you mistake. Insult or amusement, a challenge to put it, lumped in one. Hybrid reptile influences, every religion desert originated. Feasting power, orphaned youth, not every but some escape. Running businesses, narcotics, while stretching definition of that world until one day they arrest you just for breathing out some air. And the guns, don't forget weapons. So those are the main three in an index of thousands, but everybody wants it, one concentrated sentence. Child abuse, blackmail, drugs and guns get you killed unless in the club that runs. Biggest law is don't get caught. Yes, all that in one word. Not a sentence, but one brief collection of letters, so I can put it in my pocket and look at it. Those quiet moments. Do all that instead of carrying it with me. All time on walls, doors, windows from ceilings, to whisper at me as I shower, so I can't hear the breakfast table. But I'll go inside, car, dying accident. So better if one word to crumple into shirt, so I can watch the match results and not lie awake at night. One word, I will lend out from charity. Good sir, put into one sentence. Okay, ignore this, and it's your fault. So by the year of decomposure, for us we can never get disclosure. Just take from closed factory gates what you can see above light helmets, glistening in sunlight, clues of exposure. Exposure in one word. Ah! And finally, this is going well. Good time. This is ironically the victory that's working for one. Within her, forever lost. Pleasure scratched chest. Robot wouldn't acknowledge this, especially when switching off power. Don't let any see crying, just discuss at highest pricings. I don't want talking with puppets, correctly insulated, fulfilled, perfected only in that smallest corner. What is actual to generals? Every obituary lost prizes from resentment. Television deceived choice was given, just deadlines to anniversary offerings. Life that had not told you about. Each path distinct individual. Brief isolation, then red activity. Charge on map stage. Directions pondered. Calculations beyond human. Closing to narrow blue of attack. Victory. Got away with perspective. Expected myself to be screaming against entire void. The work of one. What's coming down there? Thank you. The next one.